The 1800s, a time of revolutions. Steam engines roared to life, factories hummed with new purpose. Across the globe, innovation was the driving force of the era. Imagine if, amidst the clatter of mechanical marvels, another revolution was brewing. The birth of the internet. What if, instead of clunky telegraphs, people communicated through a network spanning continents? This is not a tale of steam and gears, but of a different kind of power. The power of information, unleashed a century early. Picture this. London, 1888. A young woman in a stately home reads news from Australia, delivered within hours. In a bustling New York City, inventors collaborate on designs in real time, their workshops 1,000 miles apart. This is the potential of an internet age, interwoven with the fabric of the 19th century. The implications are staggering. What if the free flow of information had taken root a century earlier? How would it have reshaped our world? Join us as we delve into this fascinating alternate history, exploring the possibilities and consequences of an internet born in the 1800s. The 19th century was already a hotbed of technological advancement. The invention of the steam engine had revolutionized transportation and manufacturing. The telegraph, while limited, provided a glimpse into the power of long-distance communication. Now, imagine if the internet had supercharged these innovations, connecting minds and accelerating progress beyond our wildest dreams. With a global network of information sharing, scientific discoveries could have spread like wildfire. Imagine Darwin's theories of evolution instantly debated in research institutions from London to Calcutta. Picture medical breakthroughs shared in real time, saving countless lives. The possibilities are endless. This interconnectedness would have fostered collaboration on a scale never before imagined. Inventors could have worked together across continents, sharing designs and solving problems with unprecedented speed. The development of new technologies from the automobile to the airplane could have been significantly accelerated. The 1800s internet wouldn't just have been about speed but also accessibility. Imagine a world where even small-town inventors and thinkers had access to the same wealth of knowledge as their counterparts in major cities. This democratization of information could have fostered an unprecedented era of innovation, with far-reaching impacts on every aspect of society. The internet of the 1800s wouldn't have relied on the silicon chips and fiber optic cables we know today. Instead, imagine a world where information traversed a network of telegraph lines, modified to carry digital signals. These telegraph lines, stretching across vast landscapes, would have been the backbone of early digital communication. This proto-internet would have relied on the ingenious adaptation of existing technologies. Victorian engineers and inventors, with their boundless creativity, would have repurposed telegraph equipment to transmit more complex data. Picture a world where instead of Morse code, messages were encoded into binary and transmitted as electrical pulses. This binary code, the foundation of modern computing, would have been a revolutionary step forward in the 19th century. Early computers, perhaps powered by steam or intricate clockwork mechanisms, could have served as nodes in this network. These mechanical marvels, with their gears and levers, would have processed and routed information across the telegraph network. Large institutions, universities, and government offices could have housed these early servers, connected by a web of telegraph wires. These institutions would have been the hubs of information, storing and disseminating data across the network. While the speed of communication wouldn't have matched the instantaneity of today's internet, it would still have been a revolutionary leap forward. The ability to send and receive messages within hours rather than days or weeks would have transformed society. Imagine receiving news from across the Atlantic in a matter of hours rather than weeks. The laying of transatlantic telegraph cables would have connected continents, bringing the world closer together. This speed would have transformed business, diplomacy, and personal communication. Businessmen could negotiate deals, diplomats could coordinate international policies, and families could stay in touch like never before. Instead of handwritten letters sent via ship, imagine families staying connected through electronic mail, albeit with a delay of days or even hours. This early form of email would have bridged the gap between distant relatives. Business deals could be struck, news could be disseminated, and knowledge could be shared at a pace unimaginable in the pre-internet age. The telegraph network would have been the lifeline of information, driving progress and innovation. The very fabric of communication would be forever altered. The telegraph network, with its binary messages and mechanical computers, would have laid the groundwork for the digital age we live in today. Section 4, a world connected social and cultural shifts in the 19th century internet age. The social and cultural impacts of an 1800s internet are perhaps the most fascinating to consider. Imagine a world where the Industrial Revolution was accompanied by an information revolution. The rapid spread of ideas and information would have fundamentally altered the way people lived, worked, and interacted with each other. How would this early access to information and global communication have reshaped the lives of everyday people? The ability to instantly access news from across the globe would have made the world feel much smaller and more interconnected. People would have been more aware of global events and trends, leading to a more informed and engaged populace. The changes would have been profound, touching every aspect of society. From the way people conducted business to how they socialized, the internet would have been a game changer. Markets would have expanded beyond local boundaries, allowing for international trade and commerce to flourish like never before. Imagine a world where news of revolutions and social movements spread like wildfire, potentially sparking unrest or accelerating social change. The abolition of slavery, for instance, could have gained momentum more quickly, as abolitionist ideas and stories of resistance spread rapidly. The fight for women's suffrage would have also been impacted. Women advocating for their rights could have used the internet to organize rallies, share their stories, and build a stronger, more unified movement. And countless other social movements could have been greatly influenced by the rapid dissemination of information and ideas. The internet would have provided a platform for marginalized voices to be heard, potentially leading to faster social reforms. Culturally, the internet could have led to a blending of global cultures. Music, literature, and art could have been shared instantly, fostering a greater understanding and appreciation of different cultures. Imagine Victorian-era people discovering and enjoying music from different parts of the world, or reading literature that was previously inaccessible. Art could have been shared instantly, fostering a greater understanding and appreciation of different cultures. Artists could have collaborated across continents, leading to new and innovative artistic movements. However, this rapid cultural exchange could also have led to tensions, as traditional values clashed with new ideas. The internet would have been a battleground for cultural and ideological conflicts, with people from different backgrounds and beliefs coming into contact more frequently. The very nature of social interaction would have been transformed. People would have been able to connect with others from different parts of the world, leading to a more diverse and dynamic social landscape. Imagine online forums and chat rooms buzzing with debates on the latest scientific discoveries, political scandals, and cultural trends. Scholars and intellectuals would have had a platform to share their ideas and collaborate on research, leading to faster advancements in various fields. People could connect with like-minded individuals across vast distances, forming communities around shared interests. These online communities would have provided support and camaraderie, helping people feel less isolated. This early internet could have been a double-edged sword, accelerating both progress and conflict. While it would have brought people closer together, it would have also highlighted their differences, creating a world both more connected and more complex. It would have brought people closer together while also highlighting their differences, creating a world both more connected and more complex. The internet in the 19th century would have been a powerful tool for change, shaping the social and cultural landscape in ways we can only imagine. Section 5. The telegraph's younger, faster cousin: political and geopolitical impacts. The political landscape of the 1800s was a tapestry woven with alliances, rivalries, and the ever-present threat of conflict. Nations were constantly maneuvering for power, forming and breaking alliances, and engaging in wars that could change the course of history. The introduction of an internet into this volatile mix would have been akin to tossing a lit match into a powder keg. The speed and reach of information would have transformed the way nations interacted. Imagine the impact on diplomacy. Instead of relying on weeks-long journeys by sea, ambassadors and heads of state could have communicated in near real time. This could have led to faster resolutions to crises, but also increased the risk of miscommunication and escalation. Diplomatic negotiations could have been conducted with unprecedented speed, allowing for quicker responses to emerging threats and opportunities. However, the immediacy of communication could also have led to hasty decisions and misunderstandings, potentially escalating conflicts rather than resolving them. The spread of information could have had a profound impact on political movements and revolutions. Imagine dissidents organizing protests and sharing information about government corruption with unprecedented speed and reach. The internet could have become a powerful tool for both liberation and oppression, depending on who controlled the flow of information. The balance of global power could have shifted as well. Nations with advanced technological infrastructure would have held a significant advantage, able to control the flow of information and exert influence on a global scale. This could have led to new alliances and rivalries, reshaping the geopolitical map of the world. The internet of the 1800s would have been a powerful tool for political change, with the potential to both unite and divide nations. It would have been a force to be reckoned with, shaping the destiny of nations and the course of history. The rapid dissemination of ideas could have sparked revolutions and uprisings, challenging the established order and giving voice to the oppressed. At the same time, those in power could have used the internet to spread propaganda and maintain control, creating a complex and dynamic political landscape. The internet could have become a double-edged sword, offering both opportunities for progress and risks of exploitation. The ability to communicate instantly across vast distances would have changed the nature of political power, making it more fluid and dynamic. The colonial empires of the time would have been affected as well. The ability to coordinate and control distant colonies with greater efficiency could have strengthened imperial rule, but it could also have facilitated resistance movements and calls for independence. The Industrial Revolution, already transforming economies and societies, would have been further accelerated by the internet. The rapid exchange of ideas and innovations could have spurred technological advancements and economic growth, but also increased competition and inequality. In this alternate history, the internet would have been a catalyst for change, reshaping the world in ways both predictable and unforeseen. It would have been a powerful tool for those who could harness its potential, but also a source of disruption and uncertainty. The internet of the 1800s would have been a powerful tool for political change, with the potential to both unite and divide nations. It would have been a force to be reckoned with, shaping the destiny of nations and the course of history. It would have been a force to be reckoned with, shaping the destiny of nations and the course of history. The internet's impact on the political and geopolitical landscape of the 1800s would have been profound, creating a world both familiar and radically different from the one we know today.